And so that's a little bit about me. I love playing music, and I love, as I said, I love snowboarding. Um, so that's a bit about me. But maybe you guys could just take a minute and introduce yourselves and say maybe where you live and what are some things that you are passionate about. Maybe Victoria, do you want to go
I
Oh,
think everybody here knows me.
first?
Well, I live in Moscow. I'm an English teacher too, and well, I started this school. We're teaching online now. Basically, that's all.
Great. And Olga?
I live in Moscow. I'm a teacher, but now I'm a housewife. I'm sitting with my daughter. Her name is Victoria.
Good name.
I'm fond of cooking, some sports. I love snowboarding and skiing. I like music. That's all. Mm,
okay, let me introduce. My name is Andrei. At the moment, I live in Kazan. Uh, I live in Kazan, and I enjoy doing sports. I like swimming. I like tennis. I like listening to music. Tried to playing piano and guitar. But don't do it at the moment. Um, that's all at the moment. I looking forward to speak English as much as I can, because in Kazan at the moment I don't have opportunities to speak in English with native speakers, unfortunately, and I need to practice.
Yeah. Well, that's why these classes are great for you, right? You're the perfect person for these classes.
Uh,
So
yeah.
where is you said Keza? That's where you're from. Where is that? I don't. My Russian geography. So how many?
Kazan, it's a city, the third city by population in Russia.
And where
As
is?
I know, as I know, yes, it's quite famous because of his Kremlin, and because this Kremlin protected by UNESCO, and in Kazan we have uh, games. I don't remember how it's called in English. It's like a small Olympic Games,
Oh, cool.
and yeah, and a few times when I speak with people from England and USA, they know about Kazan, but yes, it's not so famous as Moscow.
Mm.
Uh, but still, it's quite a big city, 1,700,000 people. Mm.
Very cool.
Uh,
Nice. Well,
yeah,
it's nice to
and
have
it's
nice to have everyone not from the same exact place. Um, Great. So I'm going to jump into our discussion today. So I think you probably all know, but today we're going to talk about festivals from around the world. And when I was discussing this class in the beginning with Victoria, she said there might be some confusion of festivals and the definition of the word. And so first, I want to start actually with the word holiday, because holiday is usually the word that we associate with these things. But after we discuss it a little bit, I think you'll see something interesting about the word. So does anyone have an idea? What does the word holiday mean? What is a holiday to you?
hmm,
Hmm.
holiday. It's for me is like vacation. It's a period of time when you're able to do everything you want except work.
Yeah, good.
Uh,
So it's time off of work. Good. Victoria, do you have something to say?
Yes, I do actually. Russian students often confuse holidays and weekends for some unknown reason. I have no idea why.
Yeah.
Yeah, but very often, the time when you don't need to go to work is associated or confused by the students. So the weekend and the holiday is often the same thing to them. often people often confuse, like public holidays and season holidays, like summer or winter holidays with the times like the New Year or Christmas. Yeah, that's also fun. That's, I guess, because it's the same word in English, and in Russian we use two separate words for that.
Good, really interesting. Yeah, so when I was teaching in Indonesia, it was the same thing. They would talk about what they did on their last holiday, and they would talk about their last weekend, because for them it was any time off of school is a holiday to them. So it's interesting how the cross-culturally those things can be similar to different places. So yeah, we're actually going to be discussing that difference today, and really it's a difference that if you ask most native English speakers, they would kind of get confused about the difference between a holiday and a festival because we associate them with each other so heavily. But really, they are two different things. And so now, maybe Olga, would you like to discuss what do you think is the difference between a holiday and a festival?
Mhm. It's just because I'm a little bit confused. Again, I see that the only one person that talk during the lesson, and probably
It's okay.
Olga.
You're the student. You are supposed to talk.
Okay.
Well, it's a discussion.
For me,
so
the difference between
so we can
holiday.
all talk.
Okay. For me, difference between holidays and festival is that holiday it's official days for for celebrate something. It could be a New Year or an Independence Day. I don't know everything. Festival it's a special event. Usually, yes, it's the same time. It's connected with holiday, but it's event when a lot of people celebrate together that holiday and doing something. So they could dance, they could make a big I don't know how it's called, figure. Not figure.
Like a statue or something, maybe.
Statue, yes, something. The statue on platform with that people drive across streets in the city. A lot of people around. Dancing, it's like Rio de Janeiro,
Right.
For me, Rio de Janeiro and festival, it's quite the same thing. I've never been to Rio, and yeah.
Great. Yeah. Thanks, Andre. And Olga, do you wanna add something in or say something about that?
Yes, I think I'm ready to say. As for me, I think holiday is the day when I don't work, when I can spend the time with my family or go anywhere I want. And the festival, it is the period. It's I can work this day, but it's a festive. Yes, you're right. The festive day. Oh no, just seconds. I don't know how to say it. So festival, it can be a very long period of time when people can visit some exhibitions or go somewhere and to entertain. It's not the same with the holiday, but I can work.
Good.
I don't know how to say it in English.
Yeah. Good. No, that's a we're hitting the nail right on the head here. So the thing I want you to remember from this discussion is that a holiday is just a time when you off of work, an extended period of time off of work, usually not including the weekends. But if you were to have a third day off for the weekend, like a Monday, then that can be a holiday. It's a a 3-day weekend can be a holiday. It's really what you make of it. A holiday is usually when you do something different, when you go somewhere or you make effort to change what you do in those days. And so if you were to take a weekend and go travel, to a different part of the world in the weekend, if you had the ability to, or maybe make a special trip to go somewhere in the weekend, then that can be a holiday. That weekend can become a holiday if you give it that mindset. Whereas a festival is more of a celebration about something. And as I think, Andre, as you said, usually a festival coincides, which means like goes with, coincides. A festival usually coincides with a holiday, but not always. And so, for an example, have you guys heard of the holiday Halloween?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Halloween, I don't know about in Russia. Do you guys celebrate Halloween in Russia?
Young people usually do.
Yeah, young people usually do it, and even in America too. It's more of a young people's thing, but you'll find a lot of older people still enjoy dressing up and having a party or something like that. Maybe they don't go around trick or treating, but they still have a Halloween party. And so Halloween is a festival, but not a holiday. So we don't get school off, we don't get work off for Halloween. Most people. Is that the same in Russia?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you still
It's
work.
not official holiday yet.
Right, exactly. So that's a prime example of how a holiday and a festival can be different, right? But we have other festivals, like Christmas and New Year's, things like that, where most people do get them off of work. So the festival coincides with the holiday. Yeah. So, but there are other types of festivals than these ones that we're talking about, like Christmas and Easter and New Year's. And there are other types of festivals like music festivals or art festivals or film festivals. And so it's still just a celebration around a certain thing, right? So that's the important thing to remember. Great. So I want to ask you guys now about your favorite festivals in Russia. So we might celebrate some of the same festivals, but we might have some different ones. So maybe Victoria, do you want to tell us what's your favorite festival in Russia?
Oh, my favorite one is definitely the New Year. It's like the only holiday I actually prepare for. It's like I install a Christmas tree. I decorate my the room or my classroom where I work. So yeah, it's my favorite kind of holiday, really.
Great. And so it's interesting because you associate New Year's with Christmas, huh?
Yes, because for a very long time our country didn't have any religion officially, as you might know. So we began to celebrate Christmas again only about 20 years ago. So the New Year is more important in our country than Christmas.
Wow, very interesting. Cool. And so, how long do you end up? Oops.
We have Natalia.
Hello, Natalia.
Yeah, hello.
Oh,
I call, but I understand that it is not. It was not call ring.
Oh yeah. For me, I think I'm the only one that can add, or maybe not, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't add you because you haven't accepted my friend request. But it's okay.
I accept. Yeah, it's okay. You
Okay.
can continue. Sorry.
No problem. Welcome to class. We're just talking about our favorite festivals. And do you want to tell us what your favorite festival is? Victoria just said her favorite festival is New Year's, and New Year's around Christmas time. What about you?
About me, for me, the most
favorite.
Christmas time is very nice.
Uh-huh. And what do you like about Christmas so much?
Because it is very nice, a lot of snow, a lot of decoration, and I don't know, and all people smile.
Yeah. Yeah, great. Yeah. I love seeing a lot of snow, and smiles are always good too, right? Andre, what about you?
You know what? I think every everyone in Russia like New Year the most because we don't have so big festivals in Russia, and except probably the Winter Day. It's a right name of this day. Victoria, help me please.
You mean the
Victory Day, yes, sorry. Victory Day, yes, but I think it's Victory Day not so fun, not so I don't know, bright, because it's connected with war. It's not so a good thing to celebrate.
Yeah, it's always a bit sad.
Yes, it's always a bit
sad.
sad. We saw an old people that won that war. It's not so
The veterans.
veterans, yes, because and we have a really big holiday in a year. It's about 9 days. It's like a big vacation for free from our authorities, and we always celebrate New Year. All of the people together. We always go to streets to fire, Bengal fire. I don't know, and I just try to explain that I too really like New Year, and especially yes because it's probably it's our special festival for Russia. I think it's connected with our culture because we like winter, we like snow, we like trees, Christmas trees, and I really enjoy decorate Christmas tree, New Year tree. I don't know in our country. Yes, especially this year because I have a real tree on my backyard this year, and I already prepared a few parts of. Actually, my wife prepared a few parts of my house to New Year already, and we really looking forward to decorate our backyard before New Year, and I think and we have a lot of snow, really beautiful snow around us.
Cool. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna jump in. So Olga, I'm curious. So if we all decorate our tree, it's different for everyone around the world when they do it. So in America, a lot of people have their trees decorated from the 1st of December. They already have their trees up and they're decorated. So Olga, for you, when do you decorate your tree?
Uh,
Yeah, let's-
yes, please.
Yeah, let's give Olga a chance.
Okay.
I decorate the tree. I always want to do it in the beginning of December, but I don't have enough time, and I decorate it at about 20th of December. Oh,
Yeah.
December. Yes, I really enjoy decorating the tree and my apartment and our country house, and we always like to spend New Year holidays in the country because the atmosphere there is very is very cozy and wonderful.
Cool. And Natalia, when do you decorate your tree?
Usually, I decorate Christmas. Oh, it is how Andreas and as I'm right said that maybe New Year tree for Russian, and I decorate it after my birthday. It's mean after the 20th of December.
20th.
Yeah.
After the 20th. When we say this
Uh-huh.
word, you can kind of break it down. So it's like 20th.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Mhm.
So your tree, you don't think of your Christmas tree as much of for Christmas. You think of it as a tree for New Year's, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting. Very
exactly.
cool. Yeah, I think that's what I was grasping, but it's good to hear it again. Victoria, when do you put up your tree?
It depends actually. It depends when it depends on when I'm in the mood for that. Because last year I remember I think I decorated my tree on December the 1st because I was really in the mood for
Yeah.
the holiday, you know. But this year I'm not so much in the mood, and besides we didn't have any snow at the beginning of December, but now we do. So now I'm slowly, you know, moving towards that, you know, Christmas or New Year spirit. So I think I'm going to decorate it in a
Cool.
week probably
Yeah,
this
for
year.
me it's been interesting because I haven't really had a home base for so long. I've been abroad and traveling for quite a few Christmases now, and so I haven't had the opportunity to have a tree and to celebrate Christmas at my house and to set up a tree and enjoy it being there. And so it's probably been about 8 years since I've had a tree in my house. Um, but I'm excited for the time. I think next year might be the first time when I can set up a tree in my own house and decorate it. And I imagine I'll do it pretty early too.
Aren't you going to get a Christmas tree this
Well,
year? Why
so
not?
right now my wife and I are living with friends, and we just actually got a new place that we're moving into January 3rd, and we're celebrating Christmas with her family. And so we're at her family's house. They have a tree set up, and so we'll go down and we'll have a tree for Christmas, but it's not at our house. It's not at my house where I can decorate it in the ways that I want and put it where I want, and put the presents and stuff.
Hmm.
So we just had a nice discussion of Christmas and New Year's, but I actually want to talk about some other festivals because really this discussion was supposed to be about festivals from around the world, and so I just want to tell you a little bit about my favorite festival, which is
Yeah.
not Christmas or New Year's, although I do love them. My favorite festival is Thanksgiving, and this is a strictly American festival. Although someone told me recently that Thanksgiving is celebrated in Canada, but I never knew that. Have you guys heard of Thanksgiving? Anyone?
Yes,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what can you tell me about Thanksgiving? Maybe Natalia, what can you tell me about Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving. Maybe I
We saw that festival in movies.
Oh, you see it in movies. Yeah. So what do you see in movies, Andre?
We have seen Turkey. There,
Yeah.
a big Turkey. I know that families in United States always come together for that festival, even if sons and daughters living in another states, they usually come to parents' house and celebrate Thanksgiving Day together with a whole family, and they cooking turkey. They it's probably all that I know about this
Yeah,
festival.
Great. Anything else? Anyone else want to add in?
I'm keeping silent because if I begin to speak, I will answer all the questions.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
that's why I'm keeping silent,
I
guys.
remember
Please.
that it's they celebrate on 4th Tuesday of November.
Fourth Thursday, actually, not Tuesday.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday, yes.
Thursday.
4th Thursday, yeah.
Yeah. Great.
It's just big spelling.
Yeah. So for me, Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday because there's nothing else to do except be grateful. That's the whole idea of the festival, is to be grateful, right? Is to give thanks for everything that you have, for your friends, your family. She agrees, yeah.
Yeah.
Giving thanks for the ability to eat, for our bodies being healthy, and for experiencing another year. And so that's why I love it so much, is because there's no worry about buying presents for other people and worrying, oh, did I get the right present, or oh, did they spend more money than I did, or any of that stuff. It's just about getting your family and friends together and having delicious food and just being grateful. So that's, for me, that's my favorite holiday. Yeah, you have a question?
No, I just like to say some addition. Actually, I think we have quite the same idea in one of our festival in Russia.
Cool.
We at that day we say to all of the people around us, "Forgive me for everything, and just forgive." It's
that's
a
a
religious
religious
holiday. It's not
holiday,
so. Yes,
Not an official
exactly.
holiday,
But
a public holiday.
with all of my friends and relatives, we always call to everyone and say, forgive me," and
And Andre, can you tell Mike when
Uh,
we do that?
when we do it on Sunday. It's definitely Sunday.
Yeah, the last
The
Sunday
last
before
Sunday-
Easter.
Easter.
Yes.
No, not before Easter. The last Sunday, a week before Easter.
Yeah,
Am I correct, guys?
After 40 days of how to post
Lent.
Lent, yeah.
Lent.
After 40 days of Lent,
Yeah. Oh, so okay. So after 40 days of Lent, then you say sorry to everyone. So it's
Sorry,
really
yeah.
it's really interesting. So this is kind of getting on to the idea that I want to talk about in this discussion is these festivals. Yes, little one. These festivals from around the world, and everyone celebrates them differently. So do you guys know of the festival Ramadan?
Yes.
no.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's a
Muslim
Muslim
holiday.
festival, and it's a month of their calendar. And does anybody know anything special about Ramadan? What they do, maybe how they celebrate it, and how?
They cook lamb. We
Yeah.
have plenty of Muslims here.
Actually,
They cook
Kazan,
lamb.
it's mostly Muslim city.
Oh, okay, interesting. So what,
Yes, I was born in the city, but you know what? We in the city Ramadan not so, and people not celebrate it. So you know,
So often.
so wide. I don't know.
oh,
how to
so
say.
so widely it's
Widely, yes.
is not celebrated.
Usually, they do it in out of the country. They do it not in a city.
Right. Yeah.
I think it's because it's for people in Kazan. This not so important festival,
Yeah.
probably. But
Well-
still, they you know what, things get changed, and I see that last time Muslims festivals becomes more important for people.
Yeah. Well, it's an interesting, because for Muslims, Ramadan is their Christmas. It's their most important holiday, and so I think a lot of people, maybe they wouldn't show it openly, but I imagine that they're celebrating it at home. And so, do you guys know what they do? So you said they cook lamb, but do you know what there's one important thing that they do every day for the whole month?
I think they pray, they go to mosques, and I think they cannot eat any food
Yeah, exactly.
until it
So they
gets
fast.
dark or something.
They fast. They can't eat or drink anything, not even any water. They can't eat or drink from sunup, from first light until it's dark. And and then once it gets dark, then it's a big celebration, and then they cook all the lamb, and they share their food with everyone. And so what I wanted to say about it, though, is that at the end of the month, they have the day called Eid al-Fitri, and so it's usually 2 days at the end of Ramadan, and this is when they break their fast, and so they stop fasting. So we say to break the fast. So you've been fasting, not eating food or drinking, and then you break the fast. And on Eid al-Fitr, what you do is you go around and you say, "I'm sorry" to everyone. I'm sorry for anything that I've done to cause you harm or anything. And so this is a similar thing to what you were saying with the Russian holiday, the Russian festival, of saying sorry. So this is why there are so many cross-cultural similarities with our festivals that we celebrate, and it's really interesting to see. Yeah. Any other festivals that you guys know that are celebrated? Maybe not in Russia, maybe somewhere else in the world. Although maybe there are.
Yeah, I know. It is Oktoberfest for example.
Yeah, great. Oktoberfest. What can you tell us about Oktoberfest?
It was really very funny festival in München and Munich. Yeah, Munich. Munich. Yeah, and
Munich.
all men and women drank and very funny, and a lot of policemen at the street. Policemen not maybe follow the people, but help them, something like this. It's very interesting festival, which related to the key Munich was I don't know how his wife given his son, I don't know, and after a long without children, and for them it was very important, and that's why of Munich decided to organize a big celebration of this story. Not that.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I've never been to Oktoberfest, but I would love to go. I've heard it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
What was that? I like
Do you
beer.
like beer, Mike?
It's not,
Do you like beer?
Yeah, that's what I know of it.
Yeah, because at Oktoberfest you're
But it's
supposed to
interesting to
drink
hear
lots
the other
of
side
beer.
of it too. There's always multiple sides to a festival. Yeah. What about some other ones? Do you guys know any other festivals celebrated around the world?
It's true.
And
Oh, my second favorite Russian festival.
I remember
you were
the
going to say
pancake
something. Please
day,
do.
or
Please do so.
it's
Yes, I
wonderful.
was going to say about
it's a
the same
wonderful
festival.
day,
Yes.
and people bake pancakes, and there are many people entertains out. There are many games, outdoor games, and it's really good holiday in Russia, and it's a good tradition before the Lent.
Olga, can you tell me about the history of it? Where does it come from?
Yeah,
Oh.
for the Lent, yeah.
Yes.
Pagan holiday.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's
my
a pagan
daughter
holiday.
has fallen down.
Uh-huh.
She wants to join the discussion.
Yes. She wants everything right now.
Good. So Natalia, can you tell me about this pagan holiday? This pancake eating holiday?
Yeah,
I love
it's a very
sounds-
famous holiday. It is after fast, after I don't know, in Russia, when Russian people try fast, and the pancake holiday. It is first. It is first. How to say? First day No, it is before. It is before the land, and it is the last day when people can eat a lot of not healthy food, a lot of
Any food.
yeah, any food, and it is some of the other of this day. It is, as I remember, the stop of winter, as I remember. Yeah. It is the
Yeah.
end of the winter.
The end of the winter. Yeah, the idea is to have fun before Lent, yes, and say goodbye
Yeah,
to the
it
winter.
is
But
week,
guys, I don't
yes,
think it's just
really.
one day. I think it's
So it's
like
a whole week.
For me, it is only
before the
one
Lent.
day because it's too dangerous for my boy.
And we burn. I don't know how to say it. It's stuffed animal. I found it in the vocabulary in the dictionary. So we burn the symbol of the winter.
Oh, cool. Oh, that's
Yeah, it usually looks like a woman, a huge doll of a woman
Cool.
dressed in traditional clothes. Yeah, and people just burn it outside.
Do you know? Can you? I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sure.
saying
I'm
goodbye
assuming you
to the
know because
winter.
it's your festival. But do you guys put all types of things on the pancakes, or is it just plain pancakes, or could you put chocolate or berries on them, or syrup?
Well, personally, I prefer salmon, sour cream,
Wow,
and caviar.
that's an interesting
These are my
combination.
3 favorite things to go with the pancakes.
What about someone else?
No special things on it. Just pancakes. With everything the people like.
Yeah. So what do you like, Andre? Do you put syrup or what?
I prefer
maybe. Jam.
Cherry jam. Oh,
Cherry
yeah.
jam. Oh, that sounds nice.
yes.
For me, on my pancakes, I actually put yogurt. I put yogurt on my pancakes, and then my family has a farm in Maine, which is in the United States, and they make fresh maple syrup on their farm. And so I usually do yogurt with fresh maple syrup. That's my favorite on pancake.
Super cool. Yeah, that's delicious.
Really
I
delicious.
tried American pancakes with
cool.
maple
Any
syrup.
other
It's
festivals you guys
just
want to talk about?
wonderful.
I have one more I want to tell you about, but if you have one more.
I don't think so.
Well, we have
Right.
Easter, of course,
Yeah.
because we're a Christian country.
So at Easter
we
in America
celebrate
for Easter we put eggs around the house and we try to hide them. We
Okay,
hide the
you-
eggs around the house, small eggs like chocolate eggs, and then the kids whoever the kids around try to find the eggs. Do you guys do the same thing? No.
Nope.
Color them.
No.
Yeah.
What do we do with eggs? Tell
Yeah,
Mike,
hard boiled
guys.
eggs, right? And you color them. Yeah, we do this too.
Yeah, we color them. Yes.
Yeah.
And then we take them to church.
What's the cake like?
And also we bake a
Preach.
special cake. Oh, it's like basically. I mean,
Oh.
if we're talking
Oh, that
about the
sounds good.
recipe,
I like the
it's
sounds
like
of
a
that.
big muffin or a big cupcake.
Cool. Yeah, so Easter is another good one. So these are different ones celebrated for Christianity, right? So I was just living in Bali, in Indonesia, and they have a special holiday in Bali that's only celebrated in Bali. It's called Nyepi. Have you guys ever heard of Nyepi?
Yappy. No.
Nyepi.
No.
So Nyepi is actually Balinese New Year, and so the Balinese have their own calendar in the same way of Chinese New Year, which I'm assuming you guys know, is a different time than our normal New Year, or traditional New Year. So Nyepi is the Balinese New Year, and Nyepi is a day of silence, and so the whole day from the night from midnight the night before until the morning of the next day. So for over 24 hours, no one is supposed to use electricity. You're not supposed to watch TV or be on your cell phone. You're not supposed to play games. You're supposed to sit and meditate all day, and be quiet.
Cool.
And it's a really I was kind of nervous about it the first time I experienced it, but it's a really amazing holiday or festival because in a city where in an island where there's usually so much going on, there's a lot of traffic and horns honking and always lights on. If you sneak outside and go to the roof in the middle of the night, there are absolutely no lights anywhere, and you see more stars than you would ever imagine seeing. And in this day, you just sit and you reflect and you appreciate the life that you have, and it's a really special day. And one thing that's really cool about it is the day before Nyepi, they have all of these parades, and they make these giant
Statues.
big statues, and they parade them through. But they're made from different materials like paper mache and different things like that. And it's called Oga Oga. And so if you want to do a search after the class on Google Images and check out Oga Oga in Bali for Nyepi, then you'll see some really cool pictures. They have all the it's supposed to be the different gods and goddesses and demons and stuff, and they're parading through, and they have these big parades, and they'll march for miles and miles and miles. And then going to their temples and leaving them at their temples, and then that's this big celebration. And then the next day they are quiet. It's a really nice festival.
Cool. And what day they do celebrate that festival?
I think it doesn't always line up on a certain day because it's a different calendar. So the Balinese calendar is different. So the 1 year that I experienced it, it was I think in early March. But I think it changes. I think it's always usually that time of year, end of winter, early spring. But I think it changes.
I see.
Yeah, but you should.
I can't imagine even hotels turn off all of the lights during that day.
Yeah, so if it's a big hotel complex, they have an agreement just because Bali is such a tourist place, and a lot of people don't know. They plan their holidays and they don't know about Nyepi, and so they have special cases for hotels, and basically you can't leave the hotel though, and so you want to make sure if you're going during Nyepi, you want to make sure you have a hotel with a pool, because you can access everything on the hotel grounds, but they can't turn on big lights, and so I think they just give everyone flashlights. So it's to because the idea is to still respect the locals. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah. So I'm curious. Just one last thing. Of all the festivals that we discussed here, with Thanksgiving and Halloween, Ramadan, Nyepi, maybe Chinese New Year, the pancake one, and Christmas and New Year's. Are there any festivals that you wished that you guys celebrated, that you know of that you don't celebrate, or maybe one that you would like to create? Just maybe a minute each person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Irregardless of the religion behind it or the country that it comes from, if you could just take the idea, because with these festivals, the greatest thing is the idea behind it, Yeah.
Yeah, I like the idea of
I think
being
Olga, it
silent
might be
all
difficult
day.
for you, right? I think your
I
daughter
think
wouldn't
some
really
families
understand
could
how to be
really
silent
use
for a day,
that
huh?
one.
As she's playing and she wants me to. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
sorry.
not allowed to talk.
Yeah, but it is an interesting idea to keep silent.
Yeah.
And turn off the lights. Yes, that's cool.
Right.
Yeah, and not to use any gadgets or
It's
or
probably,
whatever.
I think
The
it's
internet,
not impossible
cell
during the
phones.
winter in our country. Yeah, it's too dangerous to turn off. Yeah.
Cool.
So it should be a summer
Great.
festival.
Well,
then
you know,
in Russia.
guys, I really enjoyed our discussion, but I think we run out of time.
Yeah, probably.
No? Oh, okay, cool. I thought we were supposed to be doing 45 minutes, but
How much
not
time
really.
do we have? An hour? 45.
Oh, fine. No, it's 45 minutes.
yeah, please.
Okay, yeah, guys. Mike, shall I tell the students about the special offer now?
Okay.
Okay. I'll go. I'm going to switch to Russian, and then I'll switch back to English. Okay? Ну, давайте, вот я у Майка спросила разрешение, по-русски я вам быстро расскажу. Значит, друзья, у нас есть специальное предложение для участников сегодняшнего урока. Ну, вот у нас тут не все пришли, кто обещал. В общем, оказалось, что Андрей, это вы, Наталья, и вы, вот у вас двое. Вот смотрите, у нас есть такое спецпредложение, там скидка 10% на 10 занятий с Майком. То есть обычно там скидка 3% всего идет, и пакет стоит 8720. Вот, но сегодня для сегодняшних участников мы делаем скидку 10%, и там пакет, получается, стоит 8091 рубль. Вот так вот. Вот эта ссылочка, которую я вам сейчас скинула, она работает сегодня до 23:59, то есть в 0:00 карета превратится в тыкву. Все, то есть ссылка перестанет работать. Вот если хотите воспользоваться, то воспользоваться можно сегодня. Там всего 5 этих пакетов, то есть количество тоже ограничено. В общем, смотрите. Это все вот занятия с Майком. То есть, если вам сейчас не надо, может быть, кому-то из знакомых там в подарок можно купить. В общем,
Хорошо,
смотрите.
спасибо.
Если есть какие-то вопросы, я еще буду на связи после урока,
I
так что
understood all of
пишите мне,
that.
я буду в скайпе. Okay.
No,
Do you know
And I'm going
Russian?
to
No, no,
switch
no, I'm
back to
joking, I didn't.
English now.
I understood what you said,
Cool.
the names. I understood Mike and Natalia and Andre.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easiest part.
Well, you
probably.
know, it was really great meeting you, and hopefully I'll
guys,
see all
shall
of
we
you
say
again.
our
Victoria and
goodbye
Olga, I know
now?
I will see you guys again, but Andre and Natalia, you know.
Yeah,
if
thank you.
Yeah, it was really nice meeting you and hearing your ideas about your festivals, and I hope you guys enjoy your upcoming New Year celebrations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
thanks a
Yeah.
lot, Mike. It was a
Thank you.
wonderful lesson.
Yeah.
Very
Bye.
interesting discussion.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye.
Thanks a lot. Okay. Take care, guys. Bye.